What's up, you guys? This is One Classic Gamer here. Welcome you to Silent Hill 2 Remake, Part 13. In this very long edited video, we are going to be doing several things. We are going to be picking up some miscellaneous trophies. We are going to be getting all of the collectibles. I'm going to be going over all these trophies with you guys in a minute. All of the collectibles. There are 120 collectibles in this game, by the way. And the really annoying thing about it is you cannot... You have to get them all in one single run, basically, in order to get the trophies for each collectible in this game, which is a pain. And we're also going to be getting all of the glimpses of past in this video as well. We're also going to be doing another ending at the very end of this video, which is kind of like a reward to you guys. I would recommend setting the difficulty to light here because, honestly, we're doing a lot of trophies in this video, and this was my whole second run that you guys are seeing. Everything in chronological order. I'm going to walk you guys through the collectibles as best as I can, but basically we're going to be getting the Pieces Unarranged trophy, which is all the strange photos. We have to get all of these in a single playthrough. We're going to be getting the Archivist trophy, which is all of the memos. We're going to be getting the Faster Than Fog trophy, which is basically finishing the game in under 10 hours, which is not that hard, by the way. We're going to be getting the As Close As You'd Like trophy, which is to basically only use melee weapons in the entire game, not use a single gun, basically. We're going to be getting the Echoes trophy, which is to witness all glimpses of past in a single playthrough. And last but not least, for now, we're going to be getting this trophy first, which is trying to leave Silent Hill from the observation deck area. So first thing you're going to do here, as soon as you start off, if you're like me and you haven't gotten this trophy yet, as soon as the game gives you control, we're basically going to run down this road and try to dip and try to leave Silent Hill. And when you try to leave, the trophy is going to pop up after that. So really easy trophy, but I unfortunately missed it the first time around. But there we go. There it is. Now we're on to the collectibles. So the first glimpse of past here is going to be after Maria, like I believe before. This is before you grab the map, by the way. That's where that is. The first memo is going to be here in the flower shop, which is right after you grab the map, like right across the street. I don't actually pull out the map a lot in this video. I just am going to be describing it to you as best as I can, and I tried to show you guys the locations as best as I can. The second glimpse of past is going to be after the cutscene where James sees the lying figure for the first time, the basic-ass enemy that walks around. It's going to be here at this gate. It's really not that hard to miss, minus the fog, which makes it kind of hard to miss. Here at this point, we're going to start working on the radio silence trophy, which is basically to complete the game without using the radio. So I put the trophy there and am showing you guys this now because this is, like I said, basically the start of this trophy. We're going to turn the radio off as soon as they give us control here. And like I said previously, we're going to get through the entire game pretty much only using melee weapons, which is not hard at all on this difficulty. So I just wanted to note that as soon as you pick the radio up, turn it off immediately. So we're going to be getting the third glimpse of past right after that encounter. When you jump outside, it's going to be right here, this like blood-covered picket fence. And then memo number 2 is going to be this matchbook, which, yeah, counts as a memo. And then memo number 3 is right here. So they're both really close together. The next one is going to be in this building here. It's actually not that hard to find. It's right at like the four-way intersection where, you could either head towards Neely's bar or in the opposite direction towards the apartment or the groovy music. This building basically is on the corner of like the street. I think this is the Lucky Jade restaurant, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a memo right here on the table. Big J's note. Yeah, it is Lucky Jade. Or I think it is Lucky J. Lucky Jade. Now we're in the groovy music shop. We have to come here for the story, so this is kind of hard to miss. But as soon as you come in, there's going to be a memo right here on the table. It's the record store note. We're then going to make our way up here in the direction of the Woodside Apartments because our next memo is right here. That's memo number 6 out of 28. And then we're going to go to the right of where we just picked that up. And there's another glimpse of past right here. Glimpse of the past, sorry. And we're going to be picking up our first strange photo as well. It's going to be right here. So there's 3 collectibles here, which is really nice whenever the game does that. Overall, I think the collectibles are all spaced together pretty well in this game, you know? I mean, if you don't have an issue with how long this game is, you shouldn't really have an issue with how many collectibles are in this game because they're all spaced together, spaced apart pretty well. The next memo is right there. Immediately after picking up this memo, there's also going to be a glimpse of the past right here. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. Next, we're going to pick up a strange photo. If you're wondering where this is, literally to our left across the street is Neely's Bar. So we're just right across the way from Neely's Bar right now. There is a strange photo in this shop right here, and you have to smash the window in order to get it. It's this one right here. My voice kind of cracked a little bit. I apologize. Now we're going to run past the Saul Street Apartments into this little back area here. First, we're going to take the enemies out. Again, only use your melee weapons. Do not... I mean, we don't have any guns at this point in time, but you can pick up the guns. You can grab ammo for the guns. Just don't use the guns. I mean, I'm not sure how the actual, like, the full criteria for this trophy, what it is, but, like, I know at the very least you cannot kill enemies with guns. You have to use close-range weapons, but... Again, for like the 3rd time on this difficulty, it's really, really easy to do that. It's not hard at all. So there's a memo here. There's actually a bunch of memos here. Memo number 9 is a new one that we haven't read. We actually haven't read any of these yet. I'll write down what I've learned so far. Maybe it'll help you somehow. If you're reading this, I'm probably dead. Then there's another one right here. It seems like they're attracted to light, louder sounds as well. If you want to survive, stay in the dark, stay quiet. Probably won't save you anyway. Then the next one is going to be up here. They can be killed, just make sure they stay down. And there's no double side for that one. And the last one is going to be here in the trailer. This place, all it's ever brought me is pain and misery. Mobile home, my bad. And yeah, those are some new ones, so I decided I would read that for you guys. Now we're going to be going into the Saul Street Apartments, and thankfully there's no enemies in here. It's just a bug as soon as you walk in. There is a memo number 13, that we're going to pick up, and it's on the natural, like, actual path that we have to go. You have to do this as requirement for the story. I mean, if you guys are watching this and it's your first time playing the game, then yeah, I can understand if you're a little bit confused about all the areas I'm jumping back and forth from, but more than likely, like 99% of you watching this video have probably already played the game at least once and just need some sort of comprehensible collectible guide, and that's exactly what I'm here for. So when we get upstairs, memo number 14 is going to be down here in this crawl space. This is another one that I didn't find the first time around. So I'm going to read it to you guys. Actually, I can't because I cut it out pretty quick. My bad. Memo number 15 is going to be basically, we've headed in the direction of the Saul Street Apartments and then towards Groovy Music and the Woodside Apartments. This is like when you get to Neely's Bar, instead of going down towards the Saul Street Apartments, we're going to turn left and just keep heading down. And when you see this big truck here, there are basically 2 memos that we can pick up here, and watch out for that enemy because he's basically waiting for you to get up here so he can come out and cause trouble. Now we're going to run back up the way we came towards Neely's Bar, and there is another memo right here. And then once we solve the puzzle at Neely's Bar, we're going to gain access to like the back room here. And there's going to be another memo in the back here. So I don't know why I stopped there. I was probably looking at my phone or something. And it's just sitting right here on the desk. Next up is going to be Memo number 19. So we're in the Woodside Apartments now. This is the room that you enter into. To the left here, where like the mailboxes are, is going to be a memo. And then we're going to cut ahead quite a bit here. After you kind of meet Laura for the first time, I mean, not kind of, where she steps on your hand and you come back here and backtrack here. This doorway, like gateway, is going to be open now. There's going to be 2 enemies down here in this hallway. So make sure you take care of them. And the strange photo is basically going to be in this room to our left that we just went by. So again, this is the first floor near the area that we entered into the Woodside Apartments. After Laura steps on your hand and you end up back here, this is it wasn't open previously, but there's going to be a strange photo, Valentine's Day right there. So this one coming up is a glimpse of the past. This is room 213, I believe. This is right after we see Pyramid Head for the first time when he's standing behind the bars. You're going to go into this room automatically. It's part of the story. Tucked away in the corner of the apartment here in this room is going to be the glimpse of past. This again is on the story path here. We got a strange photo number 4 out of 26. Watch out for the mannequins. They're going to be playing all sorts of games with you, as they always do. It's crazy, man. Like, I mean, the mannequins, you'd think that after one playthrough I would be used to the mannequin spawns, but they still actually got me in this run also, even though I was playing the game on, like, the easiest difficulty. So the strange photo is right there by the window. Next up is a memo. This is actually when we gain access to the 3rd floor. We're going to go through a room of mannequins. This is on the main path here. Make sure you come down here, down this way, into this little room. It's honestly kind of hard to miss. It's like right before you go through like the squeeze through. There's a memo right there. And then when you make your way to the opposing unit here, which again is on the main story path, we're gonna first kill this mannequin because we're not gonna fuck around with him. And the next memo is going to be right here on the wall, and I believe this is the sinister note. Yeah. So I was wrong. No, I wasn't, but I wasn't entirely right. I need to peel off something more. I was looking outside, but it is in me. There's someone inside me. Damn. So now I believe we are going to the Blue Creek Apartments. We're jumping really, really far ahead here to this puzzle right here. You guys know this is, again, on the main path, so it's hard to miss. We're going to use the wing key or winged key, whatever you fancy, to open this door and then jump down to the first level. And pretty much as soon as we jump down to the first level, the glimpse of the past is going to be in like the living room area, I believe. Yeah, living room. And it's going to be this thing right here, which looks like something that a TV used to sit on, a TV stand. So strange photo number 5 is going to be here when you make it to the staircase. There's an enemy here, so be aware. Again, if I was smarter about this and didn't do a blind run my first time around, this could have been my last playthrough, and you could go through most of this with the chainsaw and like one hit most of the enemies in this game, but I just didn't do that for some reason. I didn't make the right choices there. So that strange photo is right after you solve the clock puzzle. You're going to come into this little back room, the same room the clock is in, and the strange photo is going to be back there. And the next glimpse of the past is going to be here, not here, but here in the stairwell. And it doesn't appear until you solve the clock puzzle. So, yeah. Now we're going back out into the South Vale, I believe. Yep. Strange photo number 7. This is right after we meet up with Maria. She's going to lead us into this area right here in the park. And there's a strange photo here. Pretty much as soon as you come into the gate, just take a right, head down, and you'll see it right there. This is a glimpse of the past. This is all the way up by the Historical Society. Not quite there. This is actually more near the Pete's Bolorama. It's to the left of Pete's Bolorama. Then we're actually going to go into Pete's Bolorama, which, I mean, I'm basing all of this off of, if you guys have seen my initial run or have at least played the game once, you'll know where these areas are. So There's a glimpse of the past right there, and it's basically the pizza. Memo number 22, we're basically going to go past the Historical Society and run all the way down this road, and there's a bloody note right here. You don't have to worry about any of them getting up or anything, but you do hear some creepy-ass noises during that part. Now we're going to put the car jack in. If you guys have seen my first run once again or have already played the game, you more than likely know where the car jack is, so pick the car jack up. Put the car jack in, unlock the door for Maria. I was trying to get the Maria ending in this run, but sadly I didn't. I only got the in-water ending at the end of the game, so I'm basically saving the Maria ending for my third run, which is going to be the next video, aka the last video for the game, where I show you guys all the endings and what you need to do in chronological order on how to get all the endings, basically. So the strange photo is going to be right here on this, tool cabinet. There's a syringe here as well. Now we're going to Jack's Inn, the motel. Again, this is on the main path. We're going to go up to room 108, smash through the window, let Maria in. And if you guys are worried about me not walking you through the steps on how to get the Maria ending, if you're still trying to get the Maria ending, again, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because we're on the collectibles right now, but I do cover the Maria ending in the next video, so I'm going to go through that as well, step by step. The one thing you need to know, though, about this, the in-water ending, I don't know if this actually affects the in-water ending, but I would avoid it anyway, just to be safe. There's a memo right here. Don't look at Mary at all. Don't inspect Mary, and don't inspect Angela's knife. Don't do either of those things. Wait until you get to the last point in the game that you can save at before you start messing with the the main 3 endings in the game. So here in the room where the safe is, there's going to be another memo on the wall. This is kind of your clue on how to solve the whole safe puzzle. And now we have strange photo number 9. This is going to be in Heaven's Night. You're basically going to follow Maria, and then she's going to go into the room to change, even though she doesn't really change into anything. There is a strange photo right here in the the dressing room, or not the dressing room, but the room where they get themselves ready and all that, where they put makeup on and shit. So that's strange photo number 9. Strange photo number 10 is here by the statue, right after the cutscene where Maria tells you the whole story of the lady that was banished and the guy who kept trying to visit her, but then one day he drowned in a storm. That cutscene, basically. You're gonna turn around and the strange photo is gonna be back here, as well as a health drink, so don't miss out on that. After the cutscene where you talk to Eddie again in the theater, we're gonna go behind him. And the strange photo is going to be right here in the corner. And now we are moving on to Brookhaven Hospital. So we're done with the South Vale. This is the entering room, the room you enter into in the Brookhaven Hospital. The first memo is going to be right here on the wall. And Maria kind of scared me there for some reason. I don't know why. The next memo is going to be here. This is to the left of the room, the door that takes you to the stairwell where Laura is, where you have the little cutscene. You have to come in here anyway. So, you don't have to, but it's kind of hard to miss this area. So smash the window, get in there, come into the side room, and the nurse's memo is going to be right here. It's basically a clue for the keypad puzzle. So strange photo number 12. This is when we encounter our first nurse here. You're always going to encounter this nurse in the exact same area, so but I showed you a little bit of that encounter, and so you had a bit of an idea of where I am. In the corner of the room here, there's a little crawl space you can go under, and there are 3 enemies in here. There's 2 regular lying figures, and then there's also a mannequin in that room to the back, which is where the strange photo is, by the way. So of course they would fucking put a mannequin in our path, but, that's this game. That's what this game does. It plays with you constantly. It loves playing games with you. So, search the area, pick up the ammo. We don't really need it, again, because we're not using it, but I I just decided to stockpile on ammo anyway in this game for like the very, very end. Once I did get that trophy and I came back for the end water ending, I could basically just let loose with all the ammo that I have. All the ammo that I had, rather, and, you know, just fuck up those last couple boss battles. But the strange photo is going to be right here on this desk. Now we're going for memo number 27. We're going to crawl back under the crawl space. Same room here where we defeated the nurse. And there is another memo on the wall here up ahead. And it's the staff memo. We're then going to input the code because I decided to just look it up. If you're playing on light difficulty, the code is 2547, I believe. If I didn't miss that, I think I got that right. And you don't have to come in here now, but I just decided to get it out of the way because, you know, I was like, fuck it, I'm here. The internet's a thing. I can literally just look up the code and figure out what it is. So, you know, make sure you grab this because this is part of the story. You can't progress without this, I don't believe. The memo's going to be right here, basically. Treatment room note. This one's pretty dark, by the way. And now we're getting another glimpse of the past. So this is all the way in, like, the back left corner, or back top left corner of the map here. There's this room here, you know, and there's going to be this chain bed that we're going to look at. All the way down the hallway, reverse the way we came, is where the director's office is. So hopefully that'll give you somewhat of an idea of where we are. The director's office was just right in front of us. We're going to turn left, come in here to get that glimpse of the past. And then, see, the director's office is right there in front of us. So that's where the next glimpse of the past is. The next memo is going to be right here in this room to the left of the director's office. So, again, this is not hard to find because it's part of the, like, main story path. There's my chair. I was trying to avoid it, but it announced itself, as always. So here we got 3 memos here. 3 freebie memos, which are really, really easy. They're all sitting right next to each other. So, yeah, these all count as memos. And, I mean, if you're just going for the story and not getting the collectibles, you could easily miss these. But, I mean, they're really hard to miss. So, I'd be kind of sad for you if you missed these. So, when we fall down to the first floor, which, again, this is on the main path, the first bracelet is down here, and the cutscene ends. Memo number 33 is going to be on the... Or first we're going to need to go underneath this, like, little crawl space here. And then memo 33... excuse me, is going to be to our left on the ground. So, grab that. There it is. Why won't they help me? Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. And then to our right is the next glimpse of past, basically. It's this typewriter. So, now, I believe we're going up to the 3rd floor here. This is the x-ray room that we're going into right now, by the way. Again, you should know where this is if you've already played the game, which I'm guessing, I'm just going to guess right now, most of you watching this video have probably already played the game, at least once. So, strange photo number 13 is down on the 1st floor. As soon as we get the key to, like, the 1st floor, like, inner ward, we're going to come back down here to the starting area where we entered into the hospital. There are going to be enemies down here. There's going to be 2 nurses walking around and a mannequin in this room. This room was not open previously, but there's a strange photo right here. This is like when you enter in through the hospital to the right, like the first room to the right, basically. Now we're in the 1st floor inner ward. We're going to surprise attack this nurse here. If you unlock this door in front of us, it basically leads out to the hallway that takes us to the elevator, which you guys should know where that is. So double back, come into this room. This is not the memo right here, by the way. The memo is going to be up here, posted on the wall. It's the keypad combination note. So if you don't have the code yet, there you go. So now we're going to solve the puzzle in the director's office, open up the safe, and there is a memo here with the rooftop key. The rooftop key doesn't count towards collectibles, but it is story related. We literally cannot progress without it, so pick up the memo, don't forget it. Then we're going to use the rooftop key to gain access to the roof. And there's going to be a glimpse of the past up here, and a memo coming up shortly afterwards. So run up here, and the glimpse of the past is basically going to be right here. And then after that, we're going to head back, and the memo is going to be as soon as you enter into this room right here, basically. This is the room where as soon as you walk out of the room after entering it, Pyramid Head just grabs you in a chokehold and throws you down, this elevator shaft, whatever it is. When you get thrown down, before you talk to Laura here, the third cell here, this is on the main path, is going to have glimpse of the past number 15. And now we're going into the Brookhaven Hospital Otherworld section. So, welcome to hell. I'm just kidding. We've already been in the Otherworld before at this point, so this should be nothing new to you. Just be aware of the fact that as the game goes on, there's a shitload more enemies that they throw at you. So the first memo is literally right there in that wheelchair. It's very hard to miss. Memo number 39, we're going to do the key puzzle first. So we're going to come upstairs. This is when you enter into the room with the box, go to the left and keep heading this way. And you'll make your way up here eventually. You're going to find this note right here, which is where the X-ray room was originally. There's an instrument of force, but again, that doesn't count towards collectibles. Glimpse of the past number 16. This is the other area where with the clock hand and all of that, where you're solving this puzzle and you have to figure out, the code for, I think it's the left lock, and it's like 2622 or something like that, or 6222 or whatever. I don't remember the actual code, but there's a glimpse of the past in the back there. Memo number 40 is going to be on the other side of this wall. So again, this is, more than likely, unless you look up the puzzle, you're gonna make your way to all of these areas, and this is a room that you're gonna recognize pretty much immediately when you're watching this video. So the memo's right there. And we got another memo coming up, memo number 41. This is in the third area, I believe. Yeah, as you can see, we've killed the nurses. And it's going to be right here, patient's note. This is the area where we earlier pushed the cart to jump up into this room. And this is where we get the key to the director's office. So after grabbing that, the next strange photo is going to be right here. We're then going to go into the director's office using the key. And the next memo is going to be right here, the manic scribble. Then we're going to climb up this ladder, and we're going to come into this room right here with this like electric chamber. I wasn't going to say electric chair because it's not a chair. And there's a memo right here on this table. Memo number 44, you're basically going to follow the cable, and it's going to take us here into this area where we have to start the generator up. This is on the main path, so this one in particular, again, is really hard to miss. Start the generator up, you can't go through that door, and it's basically going to be down here underneath this this crawl space. So it's going to be right here on the floor. I mean, I guess it is kind of easy to miss if you're not looking out for it, but most people probably are going to be looking out for it. When we meet up with Maria again, we're going down this hallway where it weirdly starts raining. We're going to end up in this pool room, and the next strange photo is going to be right here on this this bench. And after this cutscene where you get the lead ring, this little funny cutscene where the music just is slapping as always, you're going to head into the locker room, which is on the main path, by the way, so it's not hard to miss this one. It's just sitting right here on this mini bench. And then, yeah, you can just proceed after that. Once you place the lead ring and the rusted ring in, there's this little cutscene that plays. When the cutscene ends, we're basically going to head down a set of stairs, and the next memo is going to be like right in front of us on the stairs, basically. So as soon as the cutscene's over, like I said, start heading down, and the note is right here. I believe it's the ominous note. Yeah, it is done. Sick no more. So now we are, I believe, going out into the South Vale Otherworld section here. When you make your way through this first dark area where you follow Laura, you're going to come out and you're going to be here near the Saul Street Apartments where the mobile home is. There's a note here near this save point, so because it's near a save point, it's not really that hard to miss. The next glimpse of the past is going to be here in Neely's bar. Again, this is on the main path, and it's just going to be sitting right here. And then there's a strange note after this cutscene right here that we pretty much pick up automatically. Like, James notices it and slowly unfolds it. But, yeah. I don't know why. When I got to this part of the game, I was just like, it was very, very Alan Wake. It just made me think about Alan Wake, like, a lot for some reason. We're then going to make our way down the street, past these lights. You can use the traffic lights as kind of like an indicator. This is literally on the same street. Just keep heading down. And in this car right here, smash the car window is going to be the next strange photo. They're here. Now we're going to take a trip to the Historical Society, which again is on the main path. As soon as you enter in through the Historical Society, the strange photo is going to be behind some glass in this room in the back here. By the way, I actually timed how long that fucking staircase is in this section. That shit goes on for like a minute, but it feels like it's like way longer than that for some reason. Just a little thing that I thought was interesting when I was editing this video. So there's the strange photo right there. Now we're going into the prison. So this is right before the cutscene with Eddie, literally right before. As soon as you get up, go to the right here, and the glimpse of the past is going to be right there on this table. I don't even know what that is. And then the first memo in the prison section is going to be in this first room that you go into where the save station is and the rifle locker is, or the gun cabinet. Now we're going to be getting a glimpse of the past. This is the first main cell area that you go into. We're going to go into the cell where this enemy is. This is like the enemy that just refuses to die for some reason, because in this entire section, he just keeps getting up no matter what. It's really, really annoying. But as soon as you down him for the first time, there's a glimpse of the past right there. We're then going to proceed with the story a bit. Come into the serpent area. Unlock this door. And take out this mannequin if you're quick enough. And the next memo is going to be like a photo. I believe it's an E4. Yeah, E4. And it's right here. So when you solve the like power like circuit breaker puzzle and come into this area again where the cells are, you have a shitload of enemies here. I did my best to show this off to you guys, but I had to do a lot of cutting here because I was kind of lost finding this. You're going to have a strange photo here in this cell. If you're wondering where this is, it's literally right across the way from where you have to go to get the key for the rifle locker, the gun cabinet, which is through this little like squeeze through area. Here, this is in, I believe, yeah, the second floor. As soon as you enter into the second floor and go up the stairs, we're going to run right straight ahead, and it's going to be right there on the wall. This is again on the main path here. We're going to find this memo here. It's a threatening note, and I actually got jump scared here by this enemy, which I didn't think was possible. But just take them out. If you need any reference, this is the room where we pick up the shiv key. So after that, we're going to use the shiv key, and we're going to get here into this cell and go underneath the crawl space, and there's going to be a memo like right in front of us as soon as we stand up. Make sure you heal. I don't think the enemies can follow you in here, but I don't know. I still haven't been able to prove it. The sound design is so unsettling that you never know if they're following you or not. You're just running, basically, for a majority of this game when you're getting chased. So the shower room is up ahead. We're going to take a left, go in here into this room, and there's a memo right here that I missed the first time. He's here. Now we're in the shower room. This is in like the middle of the room. There's a glimpse of the past here. It's kind of hard to miss, but there it is. For reference, that area right in front of me right now is basically the entrance of the room. Now we're going into the eyeless boar area. I entered in through the... I showed you guys me entering in through the door so I could kind of help you guys out a little bit on where to go here. But we're going to come into this room. There's going to be two enemies in here. A, like, acid-spitting lying figure guy and a mannequin that I was actually kind of wrestling with for a little bit. You know, he was... You know, the camera was really not helping me out here in this particular instance. I haven't really had that many issues with the camera in this game, but this was one of those instances where I was like, damn, I feel like I'm playing the Callisto Protocol right now or something. So the strange photo is right there on the desk. Again, this is in the third area, the eyeless boar area. When you come in here, this is on the main path. You'll recognize this right away because the scenery changes here. This is like the prisoner visiting room. There's a letter right there on the window. Be careful not to get hit by this guy. This motherfucker hit me and kind of upset me a little bit, but I got over it really quick. When you enter into the next area, in the corner of the room is going to be a glimpse of the past number 21, and there's a nurse down there. Watch out. This, again, right here is where we're going to grab the key to get into that door. So we have to go this way. There's that nurse. If you're quiet enough, you can sneak attack her. After you sneak attack her, like I said, there's some supplies in here. And there's also a key that we need as part of the main path. And the memo is going to be right here. It's the upper floor key that we collected. Next up, we're in the fourth area now. Again, this is on the main path. We're going to press these buttons to unlock the cells F6 and F7. And basically, we're going to go into the cell that we need to go into where the weight is. This is not the right cell, by the way. The cell is right here. As soon as you get in the cell, you're going to get locked in here by an unknown entity or presence. The note is going to be, the confession is going to be right here. Hanging up, on the wall. Now we're in the labyrinth. There's not a lot to do in the labyrinth, thankfully. This is the room where the hanging cages, where you have the suspended cages. I believe it's actually going to tell us when we save. Rotten room. And basically, we're going to go through this door right here. This is a glimpse of the past that I actually missed the first time around. We're going to turn right, and we're going to destroy this wall here. This is the only glimpse of past in the entire labyrinth section. There are no memos in the labyrinth, just a glimpse of past and two strange photos. So that's the glimpse of past right there. The first strange photo is going to be in the second area, the desolate area. This is Pyramid Head's lair right here. So this is after you get the wire cutters to end off, to finish off this area. Head down this way, make a left, head down this way. You're probably going to get hit by one of these guys. It's okay. We're playing this shit on light, so it's not that big of a deal. And I don't know if Pyramid Head is actually chasing you here during this part. I haven't actually, again, the sound design in this game is so unsettling and so unnerving that sometimes, when it's fight or flight mode, when it's an instance like this where it's flight, I just run. I don't look back. So we're going to go through this, squeeze through here, and the strange photo is going to be right here. And then before we get into the third area, while we're doing the last cube puzzle here, this is the one we need, by the way, the upside down triangles. The strange photo is going to be here in this room, or not this room, this big giant cube box thing, structure, whatever it is. And it's going to be right here. And congrats, you're out of the darkness, the dark parts of the game. The labyrinth is done now. We are on to light stuff, literally daylight and all of that, which, this is after the Eddie fight, so you're going to come out this door and the strange photo is going to be here in the corner. Every time I get here, man, to this point in the game, I've played the game 3 times now. Every time I go through that door, I always take such a huge, sigh of relief, because it's you spend so long in the prison and in the labyrinth that when you finally get back out into daylight, it just feels great, you know? So when you first enter into this area, like the garden area where the Lakeview Hotel is, there's a glimpse of the past here that's actually kind of easy to miss. The entrance is literally right in front of us, so I did a little bit of cutting there. As soon as you enter, grab the map, because, you know, you need it. It helps out immensely. Head down into the basement, and there's going to be a memo in the, I believe, the janitor's room, or the maintenance workers room, whatever. I don't know. And I think it's the maintenance note, actually. Cleaning staff memo number 1. So memo number 59 is going to be to our right here. We're going to come into the reception area, and it's just going to be sitting here. Very, very hard to miss. And you can grab this key if you want to. We need it. Then we're going to come into this area where the bar is. It's literally like the room over. There's this wall that we're going to smash into. It's not hard to miss this. This room, the bar has the key to 102, I believe, which I don't think we need it necessarily, but there's a lot of resources there. When you smash through the wall and go through that squeeze through, the memo is going to be right there. And now I believe we're going to... No, actually, we're gonna watch this cutscene. Once this cutscene ends with Laura and James, we're basically going to read the letter that she gave us. Because if we don't read it, it doesn't count. But if you actually read it and you investigate it, then it counts at that point. So make sure you analyze that, or inspect it, rather. Strange photo number 23. As soon as we follow Laura through these doors, it's going to become kind of hectic again as monsters are going to come back. There's a guy right here. You can kill him. I chose to kill him. Come into here, room 104, and the strange photo is not going to be in this nightstand, but it's going to be in the other one right here to the right of the bed. Strange photo number 23, Aftermath. Now we're going to be getting another memo, so I chose to come in here, which I believe is the reading room, and solve this puzzle. And there's like 3 of them here that we're going to pick up. These are memos, not strange photos. Memos that we're picking up here, by the way. So this is memo number 1's door photo. Memo number 2, the stain photo, and then memo number 3 right here, which is the... I'm waiting for it to pop up there, gate photo. And now we're going to be getting glimpse of the past number 24. So I didn't do the greatest job showing you guys where I was here. So this is literally one of the only parts in the video, one of the few parts where I actually pull the map up and show you guys where I am here. But this is on the 2nd floor. I don't remember which room this is. I'm already forgetting, because after I edited this, I literally had to put all this text in. So, yeah, glimpse of the past number 24, and I'm literally about to pull the map up right now for you guys so you can see. I'm just checking the room real quick. There is an enemy in here. It's in the corner there to the top left of floor number 2. Here we're on floor number 3. This is the conference room. This one is really, really hard to miss. This is memo number 65. I believe this is cleaning staff note number 2, I think. Yeah, with room 107 key. We're then going to go into room 107. Be careful, there are enemies that get back up here when you're making your way into this room. And the next memo is going to be right here. Another note to staff. And this clip up ahead, I figured I would highlight this for you guys. I don't know what I did to trigger this. Either the game recognized that I wasn't trying to use a gun and it didn't make me use a gun here for this puzzle. Or you can try the suitcase puzzle and fail, and when you come into this room where the book falls down, it just automatically falls down. I don't know if that's like a light difficulty thing or what, but try those 2 things and you should get that no problem. Glimpse of the past number 25 is going to be down here in the basement in the pantry area. And real quick, I'm going to bring you guys back to the trophy screen again because we're going to be getting a trophy that I missed. It's bread, interact with bread. So we're basically going to, same room, go underneath this crawl space here into the kitchen area. Or this isn't quite the kitchen area. This is like the main area. We're going to jump over this barrier here. Or not barrier. Man, I cannot get my terminology right today. Whatever, I'm selling myself short. Okay, I've been kind of hard on myself for no reason. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run past this guy and literally just look at this, and it's gonna give us the trophy. And we're gonna need to do the gem puzzle here. By the way, if you know the code already, you don't need to do this puzzle. You can easily skip it, but we have to do it because it releases this memo here, and it counts as a memo. So that's memo number 67 right there. I'm running out of breath. Now when we enter into the Venus Tears bar, we're gonna put this this wheel here on this pipe so that we can get into the bar, and there's gonna be a strange photo right here behind the counter. And then I believe we're going into the other world now. Jeez. So you have to grab this cart. It's part of the story. When you grab the cart, pull it back a little bit, let go, and then come into this room for a strange photo that is easily missable in my opinion. This is the reading room here in the other world. This is the final glimpse of past, by the way. Glimpse of the past. So there's the Echoes trophy. After the cutscene with Angela and the staircase that's on fire and everything, you're gonna head up these stairs, and we're gonna go into the manager's office, and we're gonna get the final memo. So one little thing that I need to note for you guys: when you make it to the final save station, which is coming up right ahead, I don't show it, but it is coming up right ahead. Make sure you save. Create a save there, because we're going to reload the save after we get all the trophies here. There's the Archivist trophy. It's through that red door, almost. I mean, a little past that. Here at the very, very end, after we go through that long hallway where we have to, you can either listen to Mary in her speech or ignore her. The last strange photo is going to be right here. So this is your truly, if you follow this guide, this is when you're going to get the trophy here. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to beat the game at either with the, either ending, doesn't matter. We're going to beat the boss. This is how I kind of fought the boss, was just literally by hitting it with the pipe. You can skip the cutscenes, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, take her out with the pipe, which is one of the most brutal ways to die, by the way. Skip the cutscenes, and I'm literally about to unlock every single trophy right now. So here we go, faster than fog. Beat the game in under 10 hours, which is really easy, by the way. Not hard at all. You can even take your time and still get that trophy pretty easily if you know what to do. We got the As Close As You Like, the radio silence, and I believe we're going to get another one, right? No, that's it. So now I am going to be showing you guys the in-water ending, which getting this ending is not hard at all. Like I said, create a save at the final save station, and when you're ready to get this ending, just reload that save. This is the final save right here, by the way, with the 9 pieces of red paper here. As soon as we have control, we're going to go up to personal, and we're going to inspect Angela's knife. And then we're going to proceed into the double pyramid head room. The most important thing to note here, you want to get to the point to where you're at critical health here during this fight, and you don't want to heal either. Don't heal, get to critical health, and defeat them with, whatever you have. Like I said, I had a shitload of ammo, so it was super easy for me to get this. We're going to pick up both eggs, but this time around, instead of going through the door with the scarlet egg, we're going to go through the door with the rust-colored egg. Like I said, do not heal at all. Remain in critical health if you want to get this. I like to inspect the knife again. I did it again a second time here. Put the eggs in, and we're gonna go, like I said, we're gonna go through the door that we put the rust-colored egg in. And we're not going to run through this hallway. We're just going to listen to what Mary has to say, basically. So we're literally just going to walk through this and basically listen to everything she has to say until the dialogue is over, and then you can skip to the, like, run to the door, basically, and leave the room. Then we're going to defeat the boss as usual, and that should trigger the ending. So... yeah, I will be back in a sec after you guys experience the in-water ending. So, enjoy.
I miss you so much. I tried. I really did, but I can't. I just can't go on without you. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. I know this isn't what you would want. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore. You're not here. Are you?
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you to come and see me. But you never do. So, I wait, wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know I've done a terrible thing to you. I wish I could change that, but I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it is. The doctor came today. Told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this could be my last chance. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I missed you so much. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Every time you come to see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me. Or maybe I just disgust you. I'm so sorry. When I first learned I was gonna die, I couldn't accept it. I was so angry. I struck out at everyone I loved, especially you. And that's why I understand if you hate me. But I want you to know, I will always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. Which means that as you're reading this, I'm already dead. But that's okay. I'm not afraid of it anymore. I just hope the pain will end soon, so that you remember me for who I was, and not what the disease made me. I want you to go on. I want you to live for yourself and for others, like you did for me. James, you made me happy.
Okay, and there's the trophy for getting the in-water ending. So that's pretty much the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I spent about 7 hours to 8 hours working on this video. I busted my ass off as usual for you guys. So if you did enjoy this, please comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends. And next time on Silent Hill 2, we will be returning to Silent Hill one last time to get all of the remaining endings and that platinum trophy. So I will see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, peace.